Good morning, everyone. I want to give you a warm welcome and to have a really great start and continued presentation for day two of our two-day conference. I want to start with a summary of day one and a commentary, and then we'll get on with our first speaker, Annie McClanahan. Let me just go through what was said. Deborah Cullinan indicated that arts make major contributions to the California economy, but it is a mistake to focus only on that. Arts contribute to a different view of society. Ed Yellen indicated that arts-related employment represents 6% of employment in California and extends far beyond arts occupations in arts industries. For most, it is a second job and often leaves them with low earnings. John Caldwell indicated, it was a fascinating presentation, that so much of the development of products starts by outsourcing to young people with vision, but no money, and many will never see the fruits of their often free or unpaid labor. Kate Fortmuller talked about the ecology of support for actors who aren't stars, and which includes the union, SAG-AFTRA, mutual aid, and second jobs. Without these, many struggle financially. Next slide. So Lauren Barbeau and Michael Bang talked about their group called Balanced Breakfast. This is musicians gathered together since there are few institutions like unions aside from major orchestras or Broadway. This gathering helps get gigs and offer mutual support for pursuing their craft. Lily Janiak of the San Francisco Chronicle said even successful actors in the Bay Area struggle to make ends meet in good times. Post-pandemic, however, there's been a contraction in theater companies and in the number of productions remaining troupes offer. And finally, the panel with four incredible people, Jack Plotnick, Erica Knox, Julian Arnold, and Victor Rubin, talked about the value of collective action and what can be done to advocate and provide benefits to members of the arts. Next slide. So now I will continue with a commentary based on my listening of all of the presentations yesterday. And I think it's really important to hold these in mind as we go through our day two presentations. First of all, what are the positives? So just to reiterate, unions, collectives, and friends are an important source of support. It helps to have a party looking out for you. And without that, individuals in the arts flounder. The negatives are that artists, which include actors, musicians, technical professionals, and others, form a shadow workforce. And what I mean by that is that they're pretty much invisible unless you see them on the screen. They are invisible because they struggle alone often. Their struggle is hidden and the pay stinks. Ed Yellen talked very much about precarity and the absolute dedication and perseverance of these individuals despite the struggle. So I want to ask, why should we care? Many of the presenters yesterday offered really clear answers to that question. Deborah Cullinan said something remarkable. Art is a transformative experience. It forces us to slow down and we see something new, something meaningful. John Caldwell described well the big ripoff of artists and technical geniuses, and that it's a function of made-up rules by powerful entities, and artists often have no choice but to comply. Kate Fortmuller said it was going to get worse because of the pandemic. Too much work was already in the can, even less ability for artists to stand out. new. And then Lauren Barbeau, Michael Bang demonstrated how friends and peers can help, even in small ways, which is to educate each other on how to get started or to put a gig together. And Lily Janiak pointed out a fundamental problem, that art isn't valued as a regular job, that people who perform in the arts is somehow like having a hobby. And with that, I want to get started with our day 2 presentations, which is focusing on the art itself. What does it mean? What is its purpose? And how does it shape how we look at things?